Hello, my name is Ayani Perez, and today I'm gonna be talking to you about the parts of speech. First of all, I have to say that at the beginning I didn't know what parts of speech are, so it was a little bit complicated for me. But over the course, I was developing like the different strategies to identify each one of them. So now I can say that I am totally able to identify each one of them, and it was really helpful for me. So, what are the parts of speech? Well, the parts of speech are the different categories assigned to each one of the words in a sentence that is depending on the syntactic feature that it has. So, there are eight different ones. There are verbs, nouns, pronouns, adjectives, adverbs, conjunctions, interjection, and article. So, I will say no more, and I'm going to start with the explanation of each one of them.
Verbs. Verbs are the word that shows an action or a state of being. Some examples of these are go, speak, eat, live, are, is, think, and feel. Okay, we have a sentence. I listen to the word and then I repeat it. The verb in this sentence are listen and repeat. So, the word is probably a verb if you can use in front of the word an auxiliary, like will, shall, can, could, may, might, must, should, or would. An example of this is like will come, could go, will miss. Nouns. These words are the ones that names a person, place, thing, idea, animal, quality, or actions. These ones are the ones that are telling us who or what is doing the action or is the focus of the verb. Some examples of these will be like child, John, New York, books, pizza, love, pony, or generosity. In the sentence, Mary uses a blue pen for her notes. The words Mary, pen, and notes are the nouns. So, the word is probably a noun if you can make it plural or singular, like the word book. You can make it like books. You can make it possessive, right? Like the same, like the word book. If you add an apostrophe, it would be like books. It can follow a prepositional phrase such as to, the, with the, from the. You can place the word a, an, or the in front of it. Pronoun. A pronoun is used in a place of a noun or a noun phrase to avoid repetition. Some example of this is I, you, it, we, us, them, and those. In the sentence, I want her to dance with me. The pronouns are I, her, and me. To identify a pronoun, you can substitute the word for a noun. An example of this will be like me, mine, you, he, her, or it. Adjective. This one describes, modifies, or gives more information about a noun or a pronoun. Generally, adjectives appear in the sentence, the little girl has a pink hat. The adjectives are little and pink. The word is probably an adjective if you can add an er or s to the word. For example, the word happy. We know that it's an adjective because we can make it to happier and happiest. If you can use more or most in front of it, and you can use the words very or quiet in front of them. Adverb. These words are the ones that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It tells you how, where, or when it happened. Some examples of these are slowly, very, always, well, and to. And the sentence, yesterday I ate my lunch quickly. Some adverbs are yesterday and quickly. So, the word is probably an adverb if you can add or if there's an like as a suffix. The word or the phrase can be moved to another place in the sentence and still make sense. Some examples of this are like, he usually goes to school. Or, Usually, he goes to school. Or, he goes to the school usually. Preposition. These words show the relationship of a noun or a pronoun to another word. These ones come before nouns and pronouns. Some examples of prepositions are at, on, in, from, with, about. In the sentence, I left my keys on the table for you, the prepositions are on and for. To identify a preposition, remember that these words must be followed by a noun object. Conjunction. This one joins two words, ideas, phrases together and shows how they are connected. Some examples of these are and, or, but, because, yet, so. On the sentence, I was hot and tired but still finished it, and but are the conjunctions. The word is probably a conjunction if serves as a connector between words, phrases, or clauses. He was not handsome, yet he was a very successful actor. Yet it's the conjunction because it's joining two different ideas. Article is a word that is used before a noun and functions as an adjective. Some examples of this are the, a, and on. The bees that were on the flowers stung Kate. The is the article. A man gave us directions to the airport. A is the article. An article in the paper caught my attention. And is the article. Interjection. These are word or a phrase that expresses strong emotion. It is a short exclamation. Some examples are like, ouch, hey, oh, watch out. Wow, I passed my English exam. Wow is interjection. In the sentence, the young boy ran quickly down the streets and he yelled, help. The is the article. Young, the adjective. Boy, the noun. Ran, the verb. Quickly, the adverb. Down, the preposition. The article. Street, the noun. And the conjunction. He, the pronoun. Yell, a verb. And help, the interjection. To summarize, parts of speech show us how the words relate to each other. When you know the role of the word, it doesn't matter if you do not know the meaning. By making association and relating the words that you already know, you can know the meaning on the part of speech that it takes. As future teachers, it's really important for us to understand and be able to differentiate each one of them. Students might have problems to understand how to use them and why words take the part of speech. It could be a little confusing for them at the beginning. But in order to make it easier for them, the more we know about it, the more able we will be to explain and make them understand, solve their doubts, and fill their gaps.